Okay, guys, we got some things to talk about in this video. We have to break down what's going on in the markets. As always, we got to break down these markets, the S&P down, NASDAQ, and I also want to go over four oversold stocks, all of which are in the Dow. Sorry, no hype stocks in this video, guys. No speculative stocks. So we got a lot to break down. If you all find value, smash that like button, subscribe, get your free money from Moomoo, link down below, and let's get right into it. So it's about 12:50 p.m. on the East Coast, and the markets have been volatile today, guys. Very volatile, all over the place. Although the VIX is down, funny enough, the VIX is down about 4%. You guys can see, even though the VIX is down 4%, it doesn't mean we don't have volatility. We've had a lot of volatility. SPY went from 403 in the pre-market to 394, like I talked about in my previous video when we talked about the CPI data release from April. Make sure you guys check that out if you haven't done so already. And that was a swing of 2.3%. And triple Q in that same time period went down, I think, 3.5%. Yeah, 3.5% from 305 to 294 just in the pre-market. Then we filled the gap back up at market open, and now we're pretty much gunning for the lows from the pre-market, which were, again, 294. And now intraday from top to bottom, we are down 2.4% on triple Q, and SPY is down. Let's pull this up. It is down 1.5%. So we ran up at market open. We got this double top on SPY. You guys can see this on the intraday chart. We got a double top at about, where was that? 403, 404. And now we're back under 400, and we're selling off quite rapidly. And if I pull up triple Q, do we get a double top there? Not really, but it's been it's been making lower highs all day. You guys can see that. So if triple Q breaks under 295, 296, it's probably going to take the lows out and get even uglier based on what I'm seeing right now. And of course, guys, these markets, they change every day. They change every day. They're doing different things every day. It seems like it at least, right? But in reality, it's not like they're doing, hundreds of different things a day. It's kind of like the same, it's been the same pattern, but they're unpredictable, right? And, you have to react to what the markets are giving you. That's what I'm doing, right? That's why a lot of people might be like, oh, Stas is saying this one day, this the next day. It's because I'm reacting to what the markets are doing, right? That's what we have to do at this point. So, yeah, and I'm still sticking to the fact that overall we're still in the grand scheme of things oversold, but I'm not going to say, oh, we're rallying tomorrow because we didn't get that move in the markets yet. Again, I'm reacting to what we're seeing, and what we're seeing is not a breakout yet. So we got to be patient with it. So triple Q SPY, that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. We're all red for the most part. NASDAQ's down. We are red now. The S&P's down 0.25%. Dow's down 0.03%. Barely down, but still it is. The Russell's down 0.5%. NASDAQ's down 1.3%. So, we're down all across the board. Even the VIX is down. But we have silver and gold. Those are up, right? Gold's up 0.6%. Silver's up 0.9%. So what do you guys think? Drop me a comment down below. Do you think these markets are going to rally? Do you think, the sell-off is going to last? What do you guys think? Drop me a comment, and let's go over now these four stocks that all of which, like I mentioned, are in the Dow Jones. Number one is CVX. Let's pull it up. CVX is an energy stock. It is up 2.4% in the midst of this selling, and we have crude oil up. Let's see here. Crude oil. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Crude oil is up 6.4% on the day thus far. So going back to CVX, you guys can see we're kind of in this is an ascending triangle, first and foremost. We have clear resistance at about 175, and that's been the case for over 2 months at this point, and we're also making higher lows. So you can see clearly the ascending triangle, right? And you could also make an argument that we're in a wedge now. If I just erase this real quick, let me just show you guys what I'm seeing. We're arguably in a wedge as well. in these past couple of weeks. So I'm thinking CVX is going to break out sooner rather than later by the looks of it, as crude oil is up 6%. It's getting back to 110 a barrel. If crude oil breaks 115, guys, it's going to start going a lot higher, in my opinion. So, and in that case, CVX will follow as well, in my opinion, of course. This is not financial advice, guys. So I'm going to think, I'm thinking CVX, if it breaks 170, this is going to start ripping past the 175 all-time high, and we're going to go to uncharted territory, right? And let me double check. Is that an all-time high for CVX? I think it is, but let me double check. Yeah, there we go. It is. So if 175 breaks, I think there's going to be a lot of upside, or even 170, 168 as well if that point breaks. So keep your eyes on it. It's gaining steam. We are slowly breaking out of these moving averages on the 4-hour chart, and it's only looking up from there, in my opinion, on CVX, guys. So the next one is UNH, United Health. This one is up, what is it, 0.9, 0.8% on the day thus far. And what we're noticing is, yes, it is under the moving averages, and yes, we are noticing a death cross, which is not the best sign. But if we start breaking out, and mind you, the uptrend is holding, even though we are getting a death cross and we're under both moving averages, the uptrend is holding. But we are, again, under those moving averages, and if we start making a move, let's say above, let's see here, if I pull up maybe the 20-day chart, notice how on the 20-day time frame, we are making lower lows, lower highs. If we start getting out of this downtrend on the 20-day chart, and we start, let's say, breaking 510, 515, that is where a really big reversal could start coming on UNH, to the point where, going back to that 4-hour chart, it might be breaking out of those moving averages as well, on this time frame. So let's see what's going to happen, guys. I put my alert at 510. We are holding the uptrend, but now we just got to get some buying pressure past 500, 510, and so forth, and we'll see what ends up happening from there. Another one that I'm looking at is Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol J&J. Let's pull it up. This is currently down a little bit on the day, 0.5%, but like UNH, it is holding the uptrend, believe it or not. Boom. You guys can see that. I know this is sloppy, but we're going with it. It's holding the uptrend, but like UNH, it's under the moving averages, and we're almost going to get a death cross here. We're about to get one, potentially, in the next couple of days, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. You guys can see that here on the 4-hour chart. So that's one thing worth mentioning. So I'm going to set my alert at 180 on Johnson & Johnson. We'll see what happens. If this thing, it's currently at 176. If we start breaking 180 above the moving averages, this could start making a move back to 185, maybe even higher, and get to all-time highs. I think the all-time high was just hit, no joke, 2 weeks ago on Johnson & Johnson at 186. Let's pull up the 3-year chart and double-check that. Yeah, we just hit all-time highs, guys. I think this sell-off is just a healthy pullback. Let's get ready for that next move. I think it's coming because the trend into stocks, or the rotation into these healthcare, more blue chip, dividend-paying Dow stocks, I don't think it's necessarily over. I could be wrong, but I don't think the rotation is necessarily over quite yet. And we'll see how that plays out. Let's see if these dips get bought up. The last one, if you guys stuck till the end, let me know in the comments. We'll break down an extra one. It is Travelers Companies, which happens to be in the Dow Jones as well. This stock is up 0.6% on the day today, and this one's setting up pretty nicely. We also, like the other couple that we mentioned, we are under the moving averages, and we have a death cross. So that's number one. But if I pull up the 20-day chart, what we're noticing is an inverse head and shoulders. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and here on this time frame, we're already above the EMA and the 50 SMA, and we're about to break out, or at least we're testing. I mean, as of now, we are failing at the 180 SMA, but if this ends up breaking, let's say we take out 175, 176, I'll put my alert at 176 for now. If this starts breaking out of the 180 SMA, it's going to be at a multi-week high, and then Travelers Companies could end up making a move, back to 180, 185. I think, if I remember correctly, their earnings report, it wasn't that bad, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. Let's see here. Yeah, they beat on both metrics. Look at that. 422 EPS versus 360 estimated. 881 $8.81 billion revenue versus $8.01 billion estimated, so they had a double beat, and I think their guidance was okay, and the stock selling off. So I think this is setting up nicely. If we get that breakout, mid-high 170s, I think there's going to be a lot more upside for Travelers companies. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys, and let's scroll back to these, SPY. Let's see SPY and Triple Q real quick. SPY is currently down 0.5%, so it has come down, I think, a little bit more since we started this video. Yeah, same thing with Triple Q. So I'm telling you, watch out for roughly 295 on Triple Q, which is where we are now, and watch out for, where was it on SPY? 395 on SPY. These are going to be very critical levels. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. Make sure to get your free money from Moomoo. Link down below if you guys want up to 5 free stocks, each up to $3,500. Use that link, deposit at least $100, and if you deposit up to $2,000, you get a free share of Twitter. It's free money, guys. If you want that, link down below. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there. Peace out.